Florida Governor Rick Scott sounded the alarm all week long. He told people get out of the path of this storm. He joins us now. Governor, good morning. And as I say good morning, we just ahead of connecting with you now got word from your office telling us that you have declared a major disaster declaration for all counties in the state of Florida. Why, and technically, what does that allow you to do?
So I just requested from the president a major disaster declaration, which basically will open up even more resources from FEMA that will help not only with the recovery efforts, but with the restoration efforts. You're following this storm. This is clearly going to be a disaster for many parts of our state. And so I talked to the president earlier today, and he said that he would provide all the resources the federal government can provide. I talked to Administrator Brock Long and Homeland Security Secretary Duke. And so I just asked them now, I just sent it in to the president, and I'm hopeful that we'll get all the resources, which I believe we will from the president, to make sure we help everybody, make sure we save every life, but then we restore as fast as we can.
These are critical hours, and we're starting to get a clear focus of where the storm could be headed. And Senator Rubio, your colleague, said that the Tampa situation was potentially the worst case scenario because of Tampa's unique layout. It's 700 miles of shoreline. How worried are you about that?
I think the entire West Coast, my hometown's Naples, Florida, and we're going to get 10 to 15 feet of storm surge above ground level. And so that's going to go up the coast. And so I don't think we've never seen anything like this. We're having a call in just about 5 minutes with all the county administrators. And so we'll see if they have any unmet needs. But from the standpoint of my concern is it's the entire West Coast with this storm surge. Now the entire state's going to get impacted by the rain and by the winds. We'll find out now. I'm hoping to find out quickly how the Keys have done. I hope to be able to see that as soon as I can, so we can make sure we get all the resources in there. I want every person in this state to be safe. I want to make sure we survive. Everybody survives. As soon as the first responders can go out, we will go out and make sure everybody is safe.
A little earlier, you were on with us, Governor, and you made a plea asking for volunteers to help staff the shelters in the northern part of the state. Have you been getting good response to that?
Absolutely. I've asked for everybody's prayer, the most important. I've asked for volunteers. We still need some volunteers for our shelters up north, but then after the fact, we're going to need some volunteers to help us, get the food and the water out, clean up the debris. Also, I know people want to donate. You can go to text in disaster at 20222 and donate $10. I know people want to help, and I know people are going to come from all over the world to help us recover.
And I've got the National Guard ready to go as soon as they're able to safely do so. They'll be bringing their resources and their efforts to this recovery as well.
Yeah, I've called up 7,000 National Guard members. We have 67 armories around the state. They're hunkering down in their armories. They've got a lot of high water vehicles. They've got a lot of equipment, so they'll be help with our rescue operations and restoration. I've got teams from a variety of state agencies, Fish and Wildlife, that do recovery efforts along with the National Guard. So we're ready, and I just hope to pray everybody that should have evacuated.
We're right there with you. Florida Governor Rick Scott, as always, we appreciate your time on this critical morning. Thank you.